Hello, myself Dr. Amit Shankar Ramane. I am a consulting physician and echocardiologist working at Kurundwad at my own hospital, which is Navajivan Hospital. Today we are going to discuss about the heart attack, its causes and what are the preventive measures to prevent a heart attack. So nowadays we often come to know that person died due to heart attack even at the young ages of 30 to 40 years, and the incidence of heart attack and the number of deaths are increasing consistently in our country. Heart is the most essential and important organ in our body. It pumps the blood in our circulation. The muscles of the heart are continuously contracting and relaxing to pump the blood, which we hear as a heartbeat. So the normal heartbeat of a person on an average is in between 60 to 90 beats per minute. That means our heart is contracting and relaxing 72 to 80 beats per minute. To such an extensive work, heart needs continuous blood flow and oxygen, for which heart has its own vessels which are known as coronaries. Now let's understand what happens in a heart attack. So for normal functioning, heart needs oxygen and nutrition, and it is supplied by the coronaries. When there is blockage in the coronaries, there is a less supply of oxygen and nutrition to the heart muscles, and there is a heart attack. So why there is basically a blockage? So it is when there is increased blood pressure in our body, the heart pumps the blood with an extra force into the blood vessels, and the blood vessels get damaged due to that extra force. There is extra deposition of fat and cholesterol into the body, into the blood vessels, and the blood vessels become more rigid. And on that, if there is a platelet aggregation or a thrombus get obliterated into it, then there is complete blockage of the blood vessel and resulting into the complete stoppage of blood and oxygen supply to the heart muscles. So what are the common symptoms of heart attack? Heart attack, the most common symptom is chest pain. But along with that, there is more symptoms like dizziness, fainting, lightheadedness, nausea, indigestion, and shortness of breath. The heart pain can be radiated to the jaw, to the mandible, to the zipisternum, or to the back. So, an heart attack is a medical emergency, and to diagnose a heart attack, you should reach to the medical help. The most commonly used diagnostic tool for an heart attack is ECG. In ECG, we can diagnose a heart attack, the extent of the heart attack, and we can diagnose the arrhythmias. The next is echocardiography. In the echocardiography, we can actually see which part of the heart is not pumping, which area is involved, and the ejection fraction, that is how much percent of heart is working. Next is coronary catheterization, that is direct visualization of the coronaries, how much the extent of the coronary is blocked, and how much amount of thrombus load is there. It should be done within few hours of heart attack. So drugs used in to prevent the heart attack or in the treatment of heart attack are aspirin, which prevents the blood to clot. Next is antiplatelet drugs. Those are clopidogrel, prasugrel, ticagrelor. They prevent the platelets on platelet aggregation on the clot. Next is thrombolytic therapy to dissolve the clot, and there are many other drugs such as anti-anginal drugs which increase the diameter of the blood vessel to increase the blood flow and to reduce the pain. So this is the line of treatment of an heart attack. But basically we should think to prevent heart attack. So what are the measures to avoid all these things is our lifestyle modification. So first thing is treating the high blood cholesterol levels. So cholesterol is a thing which is more seen in food with higher saturated fats like cheese, fatty meats, dairy desserts, tropical oils, highly processed foods. So we should avoid all these things, and we should prevent the highly saturated foods and go for the unsaturated fats like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, poultry, fish and nuts. And we should avoid all the sugar containing beverages, because sugar is directly converted into the triglycerides, and triglycerides increase the blood cholesterol levels. Second is controlling our blood pressure. More amount of alcohol consumption, smoking, more amount of salt intake, more amount of fatty oil intake leads to the high blood pressure levels. So we should avoid all this. And the most important thing is daily regular exercises and maintaining an ideal body weight. So regular physical activity makes our heart stronger. If one have a strong and healthy heart, it can pump more blood with less effort and reducing the risk of hypertension and heart failure. Exercise cuts the bad cholesterol and raises the good cholesterol. One can aim to get 2.5 hours, that is 2 hours and 30 minutes of a moderate aerobic exercise, that is brisk walking, and 1 hour and 15 minutes of brisk heavy exercises. These are the ideal figures of exercises. Monitoring our stress level, getting a good amount of sleep. It is important to remember that we can afford anything, but nothing is precious as our health. So it is possible to prevent an heart attack or heart failure through our lifestyle modifications like regular exercises and dietary modifications. By taking action to control our blood pressure, we can protect our heart and our health.